Upon seeing the first trailer for No One Can Save You, many might have thought we were looking at another gray alien cliché. However, the film displays a variety of complexities, which redefines what we understand by alien invasion. In this video, we will delve into the true nature of the mysterious gray beings starring in the plot, the creatures that changed the world forever. And if you like everything related to science fiction movies and series, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Welcome to the Oasis Geek. To understand what exactly these creatures are, we must begin with their physiology. At first glance, the Greys in No One Can Save You could easily be perceived as humanoid. They are designed to be eerily familiar, but that's just a disguise. Their bodies, though they walk in a strange machine-like manner, are simply the vehicle for the real invaders, parasites. But before we talk in depth about what they are, we must first talk about the physiology of these creatures. In popular culture, Greys are generally described as being 3 to 6 feet tall, slender and agile, covered with a scaly textured gray or ash-colored skin. This type of skin, which is often compared to reptiles, raises questions about their evolutionary origin and the environmental conditions of their presumed planet of origin, which we will discuss later. However, perhaps the most striking feature is its head, being remarkably disproportionate to the rest of the body. This head is presumed to house a large brain, which has led to speculation about its advanced cognitive abilities. Some suggest that a larger brain could be the center of psychic functions, such as telepathy, or even abilities to manipulate space and time. Whether these characteristics indicate natural evolution or are the result of advanced genetic engineering is a matter of ongoing debate. The eyes of the Greys are possibly their most disturbing and emblematic feature. They are large, black, and almond-shaped, lacking distinguishable pupils. Their size and design suggest an adaptation to environments with varying light conditions. Some theorize that these eyes may perceive at different spectrums of light, allowing them to see things beyond human capability. It is also said that they can use these eyes to hypnotize people in a certain way. Although in the movie we did not see them using mental powers at a distance, but only when they entered the body of their victims, there is no indication that they possess ears or noses in the human sense, which raises questions about how they perceive their environment. It is speculated that their communication is predominantly telepathic. Their mouth is another mystery, small and apparently without function for speech or food intake. They are also frequently described as having long, slender limbs, often with 4 fingers instead of 5 and no visible nails. This suggests a possible adaptation for manipulating tools or technological devices. In the film, we saw that there were small and giant Greys, and each behaved in a distinct but aggressive manner. The behavior and attitude of the Greys, according to testimonies and popular accounts, generally tend to be cold, methodical, and devoid of discernible emotions. Their interaction with humans is often described as clinical, almost surgical, leading to speculation as to whether their interest in us is purely scientific, or they have some other motivation, and people who have had contact with them have not done so willingly. Abductees report a sudden feeling of paralysis or loss of consciousness at home, followed by a lift to an extraterrestrial ship. Speculation suggests that this process could involve advanced gravitational manipulation technologies or even mental powers that alter perception of reality. Once aboard the spacecraft, abductees often report extensive physical examinations. These procedures usually focus on the collection of biological samples, and in some cases, implantation of devices in the body. Although there is no consensus on the purpose of these examinations, some theories suggest that they may be related to genetic experiments, reproductive studies, or even the creation of human-alien hybrids. In the case of the movie, We saw how they not only studied their physiology, but also their memories. The relationship of the Greys with humans is always among scientists and objects of study, and this film was no exception. However, this film takes it a step further and reveals why the Greys act the way they do, because they really are parasites. These parasites lodge in the throat of their hosts and are capable of completely altering their perception of reality. We are not talking about a simple mind control. It is a profound change that takes the host to an alternate reality. The person, unaware of the parasite inside them, begins to experience memories or visions that are fundamentally false, but real in their mind. That gray body, and many times uncomfortable or strange when walking, is really a vehicle for these parasites to transport themselves to another human. We can say that the Greys were created through experiments by these intelligent parasites to interact in the world and thus possess humans. The ultimate goal of these parasites is to conquer the planet. But let's talk about their technology. The technology employed by these creatures in No One Can Save You is as enigmatic as their biology. From the ability to manipulate gravity to perform abductions, to the use of technologies that alter the perception of reality. Their technological arsenal seems to be thousands of years ahead of humans. Their spacecraft technology is remarkable. They use propulsion methods that defy the laws of physics as we currently understand them. Some theories suggest their mastery of gravitational manipulation, using light to transform and transport people. According to the stories, the Greys come from the Zeta Reticuli star system, located 39 light-years from Earth. This hypothesis became famous, mainly through the Barney and Betty Hill abduction case in 1961. In that narrative, there was discussion of a star map, which supposedly pointed to that star system as their home. Within this hypothesis, some people have claimed that the Greys are experimenting on humans, but they are breaking universal laws and are on this planet by stealth. But in this movie, the planet of origin of these creatures is not entirely clear. It seems they are parasites that have been observing the planet for a long time. But their goal is not Machiavellian. They do not want to destroy humanity. They want to invade the Earth, obviously, but they want humans to live in peace and happiness, and to have a symbiotic relationship. Like other parasites in our nature, they don't want their host to feel bad or to try to eradicate the parasites, so they make their host feel like they are living in a utopia in their best dreams. When they had contact with the protagonist, they felt pity for her. They saw how she ended the lives of at least 3 Greys, but they did not hold a grudge. They saw in her mind how she took the life of her best friend, and how society had rejected her. So while the other humans lived in a dream world controlled by these parasites, they gave the protagonist a chance to live in her perfect society. So, although these Greys were shown as evil creatures who were willing to invade, they actually desired a symbiotic relationship with humans. They wish to invade, but give us the best life in our minds. No doubt, the subject of the creatures in this movie is a very interesting one. But tell me, what are your thoughts? What other movie would you like to know in depth about its creatures? Share your opinion in the comments. And for more videos of your favorite series and movies, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. You're on the Oasis Geek.